Hey everybody, this is the Wombo podcast. I'm Chipmunk. With me as always is the Mr. Gimpy.
What's going on, Chip? Happy New
What's
Year,
that?
brother.
Merry New Year, dude.
Merry New Year. Got the, I don't know what's going on. Discord's having some issue with cameras or something, man. Like, my background's blurry right here. It's fucking, I don't know.
You're laggy as shit on my side, dude. This is tight. Let's do it,
I don't
dude.
know, man. Well, as long as the audio is fine, we'll be good. We'll be good.
All right, yeah, whatever, dude. We'll roll it. We'll roll with the punches, dude.
Good shit. So, how was your New Year's and holidays, man?
This is good, man. Just sat around, did a lot of nothing, met with the family. Got to watch the nephews play some Minecraft and played some of that Sonic game on the Nintendo Switch with them. The 4-player one.
Yeah, I got that for myself and the kids as well.
Damn.
I got it on Xbox though. Professor was telling me it was a little
it's
buggy,
like a lot of load times in there. I'm like, man, I thought we got rid of load times. What happened, man? We're taking steps backwards in technology.
It might be because of the Switch version, because I haven't had any issues with the Xbox version.
Dang. Yeah, dude, there's like noticeable like 7-8 second load time, hang times. Where I'm like,
was it fun? Did you have fun though?
Yeah, as much fun as you can have, you know. The camera decisions and stuff. We were having like a good time, and we got to like the pinball level, and like the camera would just decide to like follow random players if they were like falling down to their death, so we would all lose. Like, even though like it's like, all right, now this guy's like the main camera, everyone else is off screen, and you guys lose. And I'm like, all right, well, it started to get a little more frustrating than fun at that point, but we powered through. We worked together.
Nice. Did you guys end up beating it, or just played it for a while?
What's that?
Did you end up beating it, or you just played it for a while?
We just beat like 2 stages, and then they went on to Minecraft. They're like, we want to play Minecraft now. We don't want no more of this Sonic drama. We want Minecraft, uncles. So,
Gotcha. It works out. You do anything for New Year's?
No, man. It's like the middle of the week, I think. It was.
It was like a Wednesday or something. Wednesday.
Yeah. And I know there's usually like stuff going on the weekend and stuff. But I was like, I feel like New Year's and like it's kind of like drinking holidays like that, like Cinco de Mayo or what's the St. Patrick's Day?
St. Patrick's Day, yeah.
Yeah, it's all like kind of amateur drinking hours. It's just, I don't know, everyone's just sloppy, dude.
Yeah, especially like because you live in the heart of the city too. So I'm imagining it's like outside of your place. It's just nothing
dodging
but
pools of vomit the next day, dude.
For sure.
Pools of vomit and pee, dude. People couldn't handle it, dude. They couldn't maintain their high, dude.
For sure.
Just handle it, dude.
For sure. Yeah, man, for myself, got the kids Sonic Superstars as well. Got a couple of other things. Animal Crossing for the Switch. We got them, and my daughter's been loving that. So she's been playing, and her and I have been working on our island. So that's been fun. Yeah, that was a game that we always thought that she would like, or both of the kids would like. But they kids don't know like games, so my wife decided to get that for her on a whim, and it worked out. She's been absolutely loving it. So that's been
classic, fun to see.
It is.
Wow.
And my son, it was nothing but like Marble Run stuff and like Nerf guns. So got him a giant like Gatling gun, Nerf gun. So he's just sitting there like Rambo, just shooting the shit out of everything. And with the snow we had, we went and built a family snowman, which was pretty fun. It was good times.
Wow.
We used like a bucket for like the head, so we had a snowman with 4 faces. So we no matter what side you were on, you had a different face. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was
nice.
So yeah, creative. Man, like holidays were fun. It was relaxing. But New Year happened. We just chilled, lit off some fireworks, and stayed at home with the fam. But now that the New Year's here, it's time to get to work. That's what we've been talking about, what we've been doing.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm just going to dive right in, dude. I'm going to tell you what I've been doing, what I've been working on, what I've been cooking. So I figure, last year usually I don't make New Year's resolutions. I make like a one where I kind of make it in my head and I tried for it. But last year was the first time in probably, ever, really, that I publicly announced my New Year's resolution, right?
Dang,
And
dude.
I accomplished everything that I set out to do, including like the biggest thing that year was Game Jam. Which
Yeah.
we did. We participated. The goal wasn't to win. The goal was just to get something done. Because
Yeah. Get there and
before
do it,
this
dude.
pod, I've been out of practice in game dev for like 5, maybe even 6 years. Since my daughter was born, for sure. So I figure, what, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I got all my goals accomplished. If I have a goal, I can shoot up and get it done. So I've already started. So I've had
Oh.
this as of last year. I told you and the pod here that I went back to my old game design docs and just picked one to do. I've been working on the platformer and the stealth game for a bit, and I'm still working on those. I just kind of have creative block with that, on both of them, honestly. So put those on the back burner, but I took meticulous notes, and I keep opening it up and trying to add things, so I keep it fresh in my mind. But there's been this cozy game idea that initially stemmed from my wife before we were even married.
Yeah.
It was like, this idea is probably 10, 11 years old, maybe 12. But it's an idea for a mobile cozy game where, you're a pig farmer. So,
Just chilling,
uh,
dude.
so, I don't play cozy games. I really don't. So I'm taking the challenge of, I've watched my wife play 3 of them in the past like 3 months, 3 different ones, saw what she enjoyed with them. And she doesn't really play mobile games either. So that's the other like twist to this, where I'm like, okay, how do I make this
Yeah.
interesting for someone who doesn't play the medium, including
Put it
myself?
on a tablet,
So
dude.
yeah, exactly. So
Abandon it immediately, dude.
right. So, I got resolution picked out. I have an art style picked out. I have, like it's touch controls, obviously. So I have that picked out and working. And, the first thing I did was do a little walk cycle for a pig. So,
Mm.
furthest I've gotten on that idea ever. And because it's so out of my comfort zone, it's been super fun.
Yeah.
Just
It's not in your wheelhouse.
usually I go for like an action platformer, or something like a run and gun or something like that. But this one's so far out of my wheelhouse, where finding the fun has been also like just a fun discovery moment for me.
Yeah.
So with this project, my first New Year's resolution is I'm going to commit starting in February to do monthly updates for that project. You know, um,
Yeah.
Once it gets to a point where I can kind of show it off, I'll probably use the Combo Wombo X account to post like on Screenshot Saturdays, just what I
All
have so
right, yeah.
far.
Start throwing it out there.
Start throwing it out there. So, I figure just announce it here, start working, and the plan is to do, full release, mobile with like probably like $1.99 or a 99-cent activation for move ads.
$29.95, dude.
And like maybe like a button where you can like choose to watch an ad and get like a bonus for a bit to your farm or something. I'll decide that as
Yeah.
it goes, but that's the idea. I don't want to just have like a banner ad at all times. I'll let the player decide, hey, I want like, I don't know, gems or whatever the hell I'm going to use, for like currency. I
Yeah.
don't want to have to do the like taking care of the farm or whatever. So I'll just hit this button, watch an ad for a few seconds, get a bunch of gems, and I can buy my stuff. That's the idea. I'll work it in as I'm doing. So resolution number 1, game dev. We're working on a cozy game this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and resolution number 2 for me.
Damn, bro. You keep going. What?
Yeah, dude.
All right,
Yeah. I just want to get it out before, and I'll let you go.
This
As you
guy's
know,
gonna write the Declaration of Independence over here, dude. Just spill the beans, bro. Let us know
I
what you're up to.
love VR. But like every couple of months, seasons change, stuff happens, and my VR spot is completely filled, and I can't play VR for a while.
Yeah.
After the holidays, I cleared my VR spot and started playing. I'm having fun. I'm replaying playing through Half-Life Alyx right now, just to pick up some achievements I didn't get before. On my initial playthrough, I had some internet issues, so and I had a hard drive that was dying, so I lost some saves and stuff and achievements that popped. It didn't go online in sync, so I was like, okay, I should go back and beat this and get my achievements. And replaying through it, I fell in love with the game, man. It's still so damn good. I messaged you on Discord. I just got past Jeff, and
My name is Jeff.
The community, a lot of people just couldn't handle it in VR, and I've seen people just use cheats to skip the level, things like that. But playing through it, it's such a tense scene that I think Valve just, on their first to bat in VR, they really set the bar on how to do horror in VR. What with the first introduction of the head crabs in the one single light source where you have to go grab your gun, when introducing the zombies, you can just hear it shuffling in a train, and then you hear it first with Jeff. You're talking to a new NPC that you just meet, and all of a sudden you just hear it first, and then you look down and you see this just blind cordyceps looking just monster, and there's a scene where you lock him in a freezer, but you have to reactivate the power. So you have to go back to that freezer you just locked him in, open it. He breaks open the door. You're face to face with him in VR, and he's blind, so you cannot make noise. So you have to, go quickly to the side, throw a bottle to distract him, go back in there, start the power, and then go on an elevator with him as in a small space, and lo and behold, there's a head crab in there, and he just destroys the shit out of this head crab in the most brutal way possible, and so you see his power. So absolutely incredible. Loved it.
It's great.
Now I'm past that to the antlions and all that. So absolutely loving Alyx again, man. Just wanted to give.
Man. So that's your resolution, to just play Half-Life Alyx?
No. It's
right,
I've just been doing that, but also,
wild preamble, dude.
As of last year, like kind of middle of the way last year, I kind of lost my zest for competitive shooters. I've just been kind of burnt out on like season passes and the style of game, and then playing the same maps, doing the same shit. I was a little burnt out on it. But that's been such a big part of my gaming life, just even from competing in tournaments when I was younger to, traveling for events. So
burn the past, dude, let it go.
Yeah, you're right. But
bury it, dude. Give it a Viking's funeral, put it out on a ship and torch it, dude.
I am going to commit to, trying to get good and learn some competitive stuff for a VR shooter or VR like fighter, whatever, some VR game that has a competitive mode. I want to try and jump in and do some competitive aspect, whether if it's even just playing ranked and getting a decent rank, you know what I mean? Just something to get that down. So whether it's Veil, whether it's doing some crazy extractions in Tabor, whether it's playing Rumble and being an airbender, like hardcore, whether it's us like jumping into Ultimex and becoming the ultimate power, something like that. I'd like to see where that takes me, because movement in VR is so fun, and I want to do more of it, and I figure that'll be a good time. So yeah, I think I want to try some competitive stuff in VR. So yeah, those are my two. I have some personal ones that we'll keep to the chest, but those are my two gaming related,
podcast related ones.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Is there a VR scene for like competitiveness at all? Like, I don't know, I haven't been tapped into that world. Is there like tournaments and stuff?
There is. I don't want to do like a tournament or whatever. I just want to, just really get good at a game to be like a threat, Are
there physical spaces? Because I've seen some like pop-ups at malls where they like have like VR like games. Do they have like any tournament brackets, like that kind of stuff? Like maybe you could do something like that.
Not locally. It's such a niche where it's like one event and it's already established teams going in, you know, so it's not like that's not going to happen. You know, it's way more old school grassroots, but
you get your boys together, you get your skateboards, you bus on down to the local mall, bro.
To the local VR spot.
Yeah, to the local VR spot at the mall, bro, and frag some noobs on the you know.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, I'll figure it out as the year goes on. You know, it's a year. But it was fun.
Like to live at Neuromancer, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you and I when we were playing Ultimax and we did ranked, I thought that was super fun, dude. When we were getting our ranks, so you know, whether it's jumping back into that game, you know, just something.
Yeah, I still barely touch VR. Like I don't know. I still use my VR, but like once a week, and it's usually to watch some YouTube for a little bit, and then I'm just like, like I don't know, like I like my sunglass ones better, like my bootleg
XRs.
yeah,
sure.
Like those 100-inch like TV screens, plastic to my eyeballs that I'll just lay back and use that to consume media.
That's my way to consume media, like as well.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's more the future than immersive VR. Dude, I feel like there's too many fat, lazy boys like me out there, dude, who's just like, I'm trying to compete with like eating Mountain Dews and drinking Doritos, dude. That's all I'm up to these days.
I got you. So, you know, that's my stuff. But do you have anything for yourself, like game dev related or gaming related?
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm very satisfied, like in every aspect. Like like I don't know, like I've been calling it like the curse of knowledge, and we've talked about this, where it's like I know too much to like want to start up anything like meaningful. Like I don't want to spend like 3 or 4 years working on a game, and I don't want to spend 2 to 3 months working on like any like small like proof of concept or like tech demo. But I did a lot of tech demo stuff last year, and I don't know, it's just hard to find like fun or things that I enjoy doing that. Like there's like some interesting ideas, but like nothing that was like, oh, this is cool. I don't know. So yeah, lately I've been just, and this is real lately, like this last week, I've just been like listening to like audiobooks and just like playing around in Trench Broom, making like little levels just to have them for funsies.
Yeah.
And just doing that, like, I don't know, like I spend like an hour or two like on a level. I'm like, oh, there's nothing really interesting here. And then, that's it. Yeah, but you probably got to get through a bunch of those ideas to get to better ideas, or like come back to those ideas and like spend more time than that on it,
For sure.
Even like traditional art. Like I know like, I was watching like this really top tier artist and he was talking about like this painting he was doing. And I was like, damn, it's so good. I was like, I don't think I could paint anything like that. He's like, yeah, I'm about like 90 hours into this painting. I'm like, God damn. Yeah. He's like, so I'm like, that's what I'm missing. Like, I don't keep coming back to like a painting day after day, like this guy is, to like work on it and like massage out all the parts.
Yeah.
And again, like that's like the difference of like 3 months to like 3 years working on a project type of thing, where it's like, there's like a lot of fine like polish and changes that you make, are like you're testing different ideas and like, oh, what does this look like? What was this, like so yeah, I don't know. I don't have the drive or the commitment to like do anything bigger right now, and I'm not inspired enough to like sit around and do like anything else. So I don't know. I'm just in a weird spot with that stuff creatively. And I'm not really interested in doing like too many other mediums. I like the idea of maybe practicing some instruments, getting into that, like some daily routine of doing that, like in the morning or something. But I'm not, I'm just like, I could do it. Like, it's like, to what ends, man? I think it would be pretty dope to like be able to like bust out an acoustic guitar and just like riff out, some popular songs or something.
Sure.
At like a bonfire or barbecue. It's always like a classic trope, but everybody hates that guy. I hate that guy. Everyone's like, come on, man, really?
You're about to be that guy?
Yeah, I was like, I could, if I spent like a year, I could be that guy easily, no problem.
Happens,
yeah,
bro.
so I don't know. That's where I'm at. Like, I don't know. I don't make resolutions, dude. I get revenge, and I'm already out here doing it, dude.
I got you.
I already accomplished everything, bro. Like, I heard this comedian. He was like, if you grow up poor, like all your goals are incredibly achievable. So like, I'm just taking victory laps. I'm like appreciating all the victories and, reminiscing. Like, hundreds of people play my games on itch, thousands of
Yeah.
people listen to my music on whatever, hundreds
SoundCloud.
of thousands of people have seen my videos on YouTube. We got hundreds of
Hmm.
people listening to our podcast every week, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Killing it.
I don't, yeah, my like, it's not a lot of people, but it's a lot of people. You know, like if
It
it was
is.
like
It is.
it's like a
Can you fit
college
them in the? Can you
classroom.
fit? Yeah, exactly. Can you fit them in a room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You film in
for
this
sure.
room, yeah. It's like,
Yeah, for sure.
and it's like I'm also doing like extremely niche things. We're doing niche things where it's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know, if, we could be out here doing like rage bait and stuff, being like, oh, what's the latest thing, and like what's the most you know divisive thing we could be saying, or hot takes we could be coming up on stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's like you can't do that. That is a meta, you know. You could play
Yeah.
that game, but
Definitely.
yeah, aside from that, like I just see like a true lack of creativity though as well from like big AAA studios. It seems like it feels like this is like the last year of AAA games. I feel like they're all like imploding on themselves at this point. I think all the acquisitions have been like coming up, and they're showing a clear pattern of not wanting to actually like pursue like new IPs or develop new ideas with these studios, or even bring out like a new version of an old game. They're just like, we just want that IP, and we're shuttering the studios. You know.
Yeah, I think that
you're kind of sad to see.
I do think you're onto something. I think that in the early aughts, we had the indie renaissance. With kind of kicked off by Super Meat Boy and Braid, famously in the Xbox Live Indie program. I think we are due for that again, but it's going to be in a different form, because if you're an indie game, right, and you release on console, your number one exposure is Game Pass. It's hard to release something just without Game Pass. So I'm curious how the subscription bubble will look, whether it'll pop or what's happening, with that. So I think I think you're onto something there. AAA games sales have, like, Black Myth Wukong was the big game of the year sales wise, right? And that's an indie game. So what are we doing here? Is that the new thing?
I don't know. Like, even just talking to you like a little bit ago, I feel like Meta spending billions of dollars to pull all the VR studios might have been a huge misstep as well. Like, I think if you want VR to get like, you need to get into the hands of consumers. Like, you probably need to go around and buy up like some old real estate, or like there's like a lot of empty commercial buildings right now out there. If they spend like, $2-3 billion in just like every major metro area, like put up like demos, or like, even we're talking about like some sort of competitive league where people can go and play, like, just fun stuff, make it a spot to get the technology in front of people, get the hands on with it. You make it a third area. We're really lacking those right now of, third meeting places kind of used to be bars or restaurants and stuff, but like there's a kind of gone like by, like people don't really do that no more.
I think post pandemic too, still people don't want to meet, in person.
It's just expensive too. Like, I don't know,
sure.
And like everyone kind of got used to doing stuff online too, but you gotta make an event. You gotta have something to get the people going.
Sure.
So I don't know if like buying up all the VR talent and like hoarding it and like not.
It was a good idea. Yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes. This year, there's a lot of competition. We got Skydance's Behemoth, Metro's VR game, won VR Game of the Year from quite a few publications. I think this year we're going to see a lot more polish in the VR. There's no real AAA releases. They're all mostly double A, right? Like, still like probably Alex, Saints and Sinners 2. Metro's definitely is a AAA game, I'd say, but. Like we'll see where it takes us, but I think the medium.
I don't see it being a thing, dude. I don't think VR is ever going to be a thing. I don't even think like augmented reality stuff will be a thing. Like, I feel like Pokemon Go is kind of an anomaly. Like, I don't know if you'll ever get there.
It's because of
again.
the IP that it did so well. Yeah.
Like, if you want to invest like $7-8 billion in like 10 years to build up an IP and then like release like your augmented game, then like, okay, yeah. And then like hope that it, pops off. Yeah, it's a huge risk. I
Yeah.
mean, studios have done it. You can look at like the Marvel movies. Like they took a couple of decades to build up, and even 100 years of like prior IP build up with like the comic books, video games, and uh, cartoons.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's VR is
There's
for
no
the
easy free lunch, dude.
yeah, no, it's for the future though, is what it is. It's like the kids growing up with VR, all those kids playing Gorilla Tag and stuff. They're the ones who are going to want to make new VR games and have new
The
experiences.
VR chat.
Yeah, exactly. We're the testing ground right now, man.
We're the
I don't think it'll be.
dinosaurs, dude. We just
I don't think
don't
it'll be
get
the
it.
main media, but I do think it'll have a healthy subset.
Yeah, dude, we're dinosaurs, bro. We don't get these kids with their hollow decks and their discs that they're going around battling each other with in VR spaces on the streets. They're doing Pokemon in real life, dude. They're just hanging out on street corners. Like, where are these kids up to? And somebody else rolls up and they pull out their Risk and they sling out a VR circle, and then they're like doing battle right there. And we're like, what the hell are these kids up to, man? We're gonna call the police on them, dude. Back in my day, dude, like you'd have to get a controller and actually go to a house and hang out and have friends. Dude, these kids don't even know each other like that.
Right.
They just hang out there all day, gangs of wandering youths doing gorilla tag in the park, dude. This is ridiculous.
But yeah, man, I do think it'll be an interesting time to see where it's going, because going back to your initial point of AAA kind of being in a bad spot, I agree, and we'll see what this year brings. But yeah, man.
They're spiking down in all four corners of the soccer field out there, and they're creating a battle space, dude. I don't need this, dude. I don't need this. We want to play soccer out here, dude. We used to play with real balls, dude. Now they're giant mech robots nobody can see but people wearing the augmented glasses, dude. This is bullshit.
And on that note, with Chip's doom and gloom, that's been the Combo Wombo podcast. Mr. Gimpy,
Chipmunk.
Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Peace.